We're going to start with your name. What's your name?
My name is Abeo Powder.
Welcome. And where are you arriving from today?
Ooh, I'm arriving from, geographically, I'm arriving from Jamaica Plain, but internally, historically, I'm arriving from Trinidad and Tobago, where both of my parents are from, and where my culture, my lifestyle, and my values have been informed from. So I'll give you a little two-part answer there.
I love that. You already went into the next question, which was where is home for you? So you can expand on it if you like.
Yeah, I mean, definitely Trinidad, but it's also where I feel connected. I remember taking a solo trip to St. Lucia, and that very much felt like home, even though I had never been there in my life before. It's just like, ooh, like something here feels so like nurturing and comforting. And so home is wherever I feel connected, whether it's to the people, to the space, ideally when it's both, but it's, home is where I feel connected.
Okay. I'm thinking about St. Lucia. I'm like the connection, because I know that feeling of like when you go somewhere
Yes.
and you can't quite put your finger on the thing, but it's literally like a feeling you have in your body
Yes.
that is like telling you like
Yes.
this is a safe space.
Yes.
This is okay. So I love that.
Yes.
And who would you say are the storytellers, oral historians, or visual archivists in your family?
It's interesting. So on my mom's side, now that my grandmother's passed, my grandmother on my mom's side passed when I was like 7, 8 years old. My mom and her sister are now the matriarchs of the family, and I think there's a unspoken urgency of like, we gotta tell the stories and we have to make sure we're passing them on appropriately because we're closer to our finish line than our children are. And so my mom, sometimes her memory is here and there, but let me tell you, she could go back to 1983 and tell you what was going on in Tenapuna Road in Trinidad, and like, how vividly she speaks about her experiences growing up in Trinidad is a testament to her ability in storytelling. So I would definitely say my mom, but I think my responsibility now is to capture that in a way that feels organic to me. But that also sustains and stands the test of time, so that these stories can be told, because I cannot remember all them stories that she's telling sometimes, but she knows them. Like, you just have to say a few words and she'll take you right there. So definitely my mom.
How would you say you would organically kind of archive this? What are some things you're thinking about with that?
So for me, I'm definitely a journaler, but I also appreciate like what we're doing right now of like oral storytelling. And so I'm envisioning something of like journaling featuring voice notes, even like collaging too. Like I'm envisioning, I remember seeing this installation where, there was artwork and then you press the button and you could hear a song, and it's like, little things like that. So, trying to kind of align with the times, the technological times, but also keep it honest and true to its roots as well.
Awesome. And then one last question.
Yeah.
What is your one takeaway from your In Ernest experience?
Ooh. I would say take your time, which may not be what you expect it to be, but it's more like, and the reason why I say that is the telephone where you're prompted to, send a message to a grandparent or, a loved one. And like, I felt myself being so overwhelmed with emotion in a good way. Like I didn't even pick the phone up and I was tearing up. And it's like, ooh, take your time, take your time. There's no rush. And I think in a space like this that, promotes reflection and, thinking about our past and which informs our future, it's just a reminder of take your time, be present, and just be with the space and be with what's around you, be with who's around you. And so definitely take your time. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was so good. Thank you. No, that was fire.
This was so good, so good. Thank y'all for supporting Steph in this and having your own individual magic. Because I see what y'all be doing. It's just like, wow.
It's so wild.
So much creativity.
Like, it's like we're all like creative in our own ways. We have these things. Like, I think what's such a blessing is just this like circle of folks, whether you're close or not, but to be surrounded by people who are doing such amazing
Yes,
things.
yes.
So
It's the powerhouse.
Yeah, like
Yes.
And I love it. I really
literally.
do.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It fuels me. Truly.